his VFA game of his career.
And a strong breeze out there, Roscoe,
yes.
A howling gale.
Yes, and blowing to the left of screen. It's the end to which the Lions are going through. Ken Ingram into attack inside. A good mark to Griffiths. Well, that's a good start for the forward, classy forward, first game back.
Well, we did mention in our preview, Ross, you know, he is a proven goal kicker, Brendan Griffiths. If you recall, a couple of years ago, he was with now the defunct club Brunswick. And since joining Coburg, has had a horror run with injuries, but certainly a very good player.
He allows for the breeze, and it's brought back very nicely. Good use of the breeze by Brendan Griffiths. And a goal.
The football, Brendan Griffiths. Unfortunately, just never got hold of it often enough in that term. But Sandringham promptly replied, and here's that use of the body we spoke of by Frank Regolo. Kick 2 for the term. This is the first one. And all in all, it was quite a good standard of football, considering the testing conditions the players are subjected to. The wind's a very, very gusty one, and the players are doing very well to control the ball. There we see Harrison snapping truly on his left foot, and that was through sheer persistence. But certainly Sandringham weren't to be denied. They went forward, and here's Chris Garrett. You know, had a wonderful first term, finding Frank Regolo on the end of the lead. Chris Garrett again in midfield through to Foley. Foley unloads to Chris Garrett again, and following through is Brett Bailey onto Andrew Cracker, and Andrew Cracker converts.
Sam,
what a fine team goal that was.
Who's picking up who? Have you worked that out? For example, I think Kellaway was commented upon by Barker about not being tight enough.
Yeah, I think Callaway and Gumley, I don't think there's any tags in that regard. I think they're playing quite a part in the centre. But I'll come back to you there. Pat Garrett, who's had a fine quarter in that term, the elusive Paddy Garrett, used the ball so very well. Tarpey, well, he's been rather quiet, but doing a lot of heavy work and contesting. That's a fine duel. And here we see once again,
they really did have
Mark
a red-hot go, Coburg, in that first quarter.
My word.
Up against final 5 aspirants, Coburg. Coburg in 6th place, outside the 5 on percentage. But can the Lions continue their pretty good first half form? As Kellaway.
Their effort in this quarter, because they started off in a flurry in the opening minutes.
2 goals.
With a goal in the opening minutes by Korkamilis, we'll see here on the spot, knocking the ball on and snapping from point-blank range. This was followed quickly by Harrison, who had another. And they look very good. Actually, Coburg displayed a lot more grit, and their persistence and harassing of Sandringham has really unsettled their more skillful opponents.
Sam, they've done well in the first part of each quarter, Coburg, but Sandy have come back strongly, haven't they, each quarter?
Yes, and look, there's 2 key factors to this game, the difference between the 2 sides. We see Frank Regolo line up for his third. 2 critical factors, which has allowed Sandringham to get on top. A is pace that I mentioned earlier, and Sandringham's proficiency at the work face. Their smalls are far more adept and have generated a lot more drive. And, of course, more potency and strike power up forward. Ingram, who's been relatively quiet, kicked a critical goal there, an inspirational one that gave them a lift. Ingram, and here we'll see Kennedy take a superb mark, had his eyes just transfixed on that ball. But Sandringham, as you said, Ross, always had the answer, and Pat Garrett just, you know, had a sensational match he has. You know, been devastating, and this passage of play was superb. As the alert Cracker, handballing onto the running Paddy Garrett again. And he has just cut them the ribbons, that Coburg defence, the stat.
Last time he had it, I stole it off him.
And whereabouts did you get to?
Over to Solo over here.
Oh, fantastic. You really got a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, great win. Very good side, going very nicely.
Yeah, we struggled there for a while, and Coburg did well. And to the boys' credit, we came back pretty good, yeah.
And obviously the pressure's on, because the Twos have kicked 50 goals, so every spot in the side is well battled for.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the Twos. They're going so well, and none of them can force them their way into the team at the moment. So, yeah, everything's going, you know, all right now, but it's a long way to go yet.
And Trevor Barker, not a ranter and a raver, or just pretty determined?
Oh, Parks is he's pretty good, boys, like his coaching style, so yeah, it's going all right.
He's good with the tricks on the field. What about off the field? Has he learned any secrets out there?
Oh, he's quieting down a bit, Parks.
Okay, no worries. Look, back to the main combat.
Tony Leonard down there. Well, there's the sun setting over Port Phillip Bay, and Frank Regolo working out the direction of the wind straight towards us at Beach Road. After spilling the mark in the goal square. Could have gone either to Frank Regalo himself, but here it is. Spills it and then thrusts out the left foot. So the goal of the day, the favourites, aren't they?
Well, all over Phil. They've got a brilliant defence.
There's Trevor Barker, and